free software. Okay, so Canva is a free software that you can use to create uh graphic design, right? They have the paid version, but you can also use the free version, right? And I will show you that in a minute, but let me present. But you cannot, like I said, you can use the free version as well, and I'm going to show you that. So today I will just quickly touch some more on the branding thing, right? And yeah, yesterday I already told you how to define your brand, and I will send a template that will help you define it better. I'll send that template to you this evening when I send the method of how to um uh submit your assignment. So like I said yesterday, you have to figure out what your brand, the problem you solve, and what impact you want to make, right? The status quo. The status quo is literally what is going on now. Why did you start it? What's the conflict? Then how is your product the resolution? So I don't know if you know Tom's Shoe, right? One of their biggest campaign, one of their biggest branding campaign was one for one. So Tom's Shoe came out and said, if you buy one shoe from us, we're going to support a child, I think a child in Africa or something. I'm not really sure. I have to fact check, right? But it was a one for one thing. I know they were giving, they were helping kids or something like that, right? But that was what their entire branding was about. We had talked about voice versus tone, personality, all of that, right? I had said yesterday that when you want to build your brand, choose three adjectives. It's very easy to simplify it like this, right? You can also use brand personality survey tools. There are tools that you can use to help you, and you can see their names on the screen, right? So most of these tools are easy to use. They will usually have like step by step instructions for the most part. So you can take notes and also use them as well. So why do people connect to stories? Neuroscience, right? Stories trigger dopamine and oxytocin, fostering empathy. Like I said, if you have two vendors and maybe one vendor talked about how the reason why she started was because she was so broke, she did not have money, blah blah blah. She decided to learn a skill, yada yada yada. People are more likely to buy from that one than somebody that is coming to show fine pictures. It's just human biology, right? That's how we are. Psychology too. Humans are wired to remember stories more than facts, right? If you check right now, there are certain facts that you cannot list right now, but there are certain stories that you would remember. So it's very easy to remember. I know one vendor, clinical. It's easier to remember the stories, and they sell, they connect more to people, right? And of the data already says is that 94% of buyers recommend that the brands that, like, sorry, 94% of buyers recommend brands that they have an emotional connection with, because you remember the story and you definitely recommend it. Maybe your friend is looking for a brand. It is the brand that has told the better story that you remember and recommend. So it's one way to grow your business. I already talked about this yesterday, how to write your brand story. It's important to understand your why. You also have to know your audience. The story has to connect to your audience. If you're selling luxury products, right? And as much as maybe your story is that yes, you started from the ground, bottom, clinical, rich people really don't care about your stories like that. The people who care about, sorry, give me a moment. The people who care about your stories maybe the people from the lower class, but the upper class people who can actually afford luxury probably will not care, right? So your audience also, you have to also put them in the picture, right? Keep it in simple, make it relatable. It has to be relatable. If not, your target audience will scroll, right? So examples of great brand stories, Airbnb, Nike. Like, I don't know. It's very easy to hear of Fenty Beauty and not even know that it's Rihanna that owns it, right? But before I even knew that Rihanna owned it, but it's also a very big story, and she's very big on inclusivity, right? Because I think it's for black people. To be honest, I don't really know more about the brand other than the fact that it's for Rihanna, right? But it's the brand story that has made waves, right? So we talked about this yesterday. So I'm just going to go straight to Canva and show you how to create your logo and how to create graphic design with Canva. That's what today is about. Like I said, it's a free, but it's a free software. You can also download it on your phone. You can use it on your phone. I use it on my phone too as well, right? So when you get to the Canva, what's it called? The Canva dashboard. Of course, it's not going to have. It's not going to be like this because me, I've been using it for a while, so I have a lot of designs, right? But what you would see most likely, you would see the template. So Canva is um a platform that already has template that you can just edit. So let me just go to templates here. Uh, let me see. Or maybe let me sign in on a new email. Let me see if they will give me a fresh look so that you don't get confused, right? Because mine can be very confusing because there's a lot there. So let's go to Canva. So Canva, again, you can download it and you can use the web version. So I don't think I have used Canva on this email. You have to sign up with an email. I'm guessing everybody has Gmail, right? So I'll show you how to use Canva. I'll show you how to use something called Google Docs because you might have to use Google Docs to submit your assignment. And the thing about Google Docs, there's no company you want to work right now that you will not know how to use Google Docs, at least, right? So canva.com is the website. I don't know why they are stressing me like this to go to canva.com. Okay. So when you get to when you download it and you open the app or you visit the website, you will see the dashboard. They have plenty templates. Some are free, some are paid for, right? So if the subscription is not even that expensive. I think it's about 2,000 naira or so, right? So, but you can also still decide that you want to use the free one. So this is a hand, they're already asking plenty questions. So what am I going to be using it for? So depending on what you know you're going to be using it for, you select. So I'm just going to put personal because this is not my original canvas. So I'm just going to put personal. Oh, am I allowed to choose more than one? Oh, I should have restarted this. I hope it allows me to do this thing now. Olivier, you know what? Let me stop the live streaming because I have to restart my system. So you just hold on, let me restart my system, then I'll show you how to use Canva and otherwise it will be hanging. I was supposed to restart it before this class started. See, it's hanging. So please give me a moment and I'll just use that opportunity to reach out to. Come on now. Let me see if I can stop you from here. Otherwise, it will not let me do it. Oh yeah, now I'm sorry now. It won't let me. Let me see if I can stop it from my phone. Mm, I can't stop it from my phone. Okay. Can I stop it from here? Here. Stop live stream. Is not. How do you stop this live stream? Oh, okay, apparently I can't. Okay, end stream. Yeah. So please give me a moment and then we'll